He mourned her grave every morning until she stepped out from the trees. Every morning at sunrise, the cemetery gates creaked open, just once. No bird song, no chatter, just the low rumble of a Harley and the heavy footsteps of a man shattered by loss. Gabriel Gabe Rooker, former Hell's Angel, tattooed in grief as much as ink, walked the same path for 8 months. His boots scuffed against gravel, his leather jacket worn thin at the elbows, his eyes hollow, but his hands steady as he laid a single red rose on Sarah's headstone. "I'm so sorry, baby," he whispered every time. "It should have been me." He didn't know she was watching. Hidden behind an old oak at the edge of the cemetery, Sarah clutched her arms around herself, tears streaming silently down her face. She had watched him break day after day. She saw him kneel in the rain, his forehead pressed to cold marble. She saw him talk to her like she could hear, like she was still there. But she was there, and it was killing her. 8 months ago, everything changed. Gabe had been targeted, a rival gang, a botched deal, a debt gone wrong. They came for him, but found Sarah instead. The attack left her bloodied, unconscious, but barely alive. The authorities pulled her into emergency witness protection before she could even wake up. No calls, no notes, no goodbyes. Just a staged death, a closed casket, and a husband left to drown in guilt. For months, Sarah fought her handlers. She begged to contact him, but the threat was too real, they said. One call, one message, and Gabe would be dead. So she waited, until the day she couldn't anymore. She'd watched him the morning before, standing taller than usual. He hadn't cried. He'd touched the headstone gently, then whispered, "I'm going to live again, for you." That broke her. The next morning, she came back, not hiding this time. Gabe arrived as always, boots crunching on frost-laced grass. He held the rose, eyes fixed on Sarah's name carved in stone. He took a breath, steeling himself. This would be the day he stopped coming, the day he let go. Then a sound, a rustle, a breath. He turned, and there she stood. Not a ghost, not a dream. Sarah, alive, pale, shaking, but real. Gabe dropped to his knees, not in sorrow, in shock, in disbelief, in desperate, trembling hope. "No," he choked. You're dead." "She never was," she whispered, stepping closer. "They made me disappear, Gabe, to protect you." He surged forward, then stopped himself, terrified she'd vanish if he touched her. "You watched me?" His voice cracked. "All this time, you watched me fall apart?" Sarah fell to her knees too, tears falling freely now. "I tried to come back. Every single day I tried. But they said if I contacted you, they'd kill you and me. I couldn't lose you, Gabe, not after everything." He stared at her, memorizing her face, her eyes, the way her hair caught the morning light. The same Sarah, but older, wiser, haunted. Then, slowly, he reached out. His calloused fingers brushed her cheek. Warm, real. That was all it took. He pulled her into his arms, sobbing like a man who'd just been resurrected. She clung to him like she'd never let go again. Around them, the world fell silent, except for the sound of 2 broken hearts finally finding each other again. Later, back at his cabin tucked deep in the pines, Gabe learned everything. The witness protection, the hidden safe house, the nights she cried herself to sleep thinking of him. He told her about his guilt, his nightmares, how he'd stopped writing, stopped speaking, stopped living. But now there was light. It wasn't easy. The threat still lingered in shadows. Trust had to be rebuilt. Fear still whispered in the dark. But Gabe wasn't alone anymore. And Sarah, she had her warrior back. His Hell's Angel brothers rallied around them, silent, loyal, fierce. They formed a protective ring not just of steel and bikes, but of brotherhood and love. the kind that doesn't ask questions, only offers strength. One evening, as the sun dipped below the hills, Gabe took Sarah's hand and walked her to the cemetery one last time. He knelt before the headstone that bore her name, but this time he didn't leave a rose. He laid a hammer beside it. "I don't need to mourn you anymore, because you're right here, and I'm never letting go again." Sarah squeezed his hand. "We get a second chance, Gabe." He looked at her, really looked, and for the first time in 8 months, smiled. "Yeah, baby, we do." If this story moved you, if you believe in love that survives even death, in second chances, in resilience and hope, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more emotional, cinematic stories like this to hearts around the world. And don't forget to tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? Because no matter where you are, you're never alone in the feeling.